Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Staccato. If you're a music person, you would know what I mean by staccato. Tap, 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 tap. Anyway, guys, oh my goodness, for our last few hours, I heard some breaking news whilst I was at my job. Yeah, in the school, the classroom. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was a teacher. I said, "Hey, have you heard the news about what news are we talking about? Somebody has made the wrong decision to go to them lot down the road. Talk about a divorce impending. Oh my goodness. And there's some news about a certain player that we've tried to buy for millions of pounds and some pence. You remember that player? But we don't remember. And there's some news about our ex-manager being linked to them lot down there. Yes, there's a certain club, like the penultimate place in the Premier League, going after our ex-manager, our ex-coach. Do you know who I'm talking about? You probably don't. I'll see you after this music break. I tell you what. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon show. I think it's going to be a hot one, man. There might be a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a rave, a rant and a rave and a rave and a rant, maybe. But before we get into this one, guys, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell and notification button so you can receive all the latest news before I start to rant and rave. Rave and rant. Oh, my goodness. Got to work myself up, man. Hypertension. Hypertension. God, my goodness. Antonio Conte. Tottenham appoint former Chelsea boss as new manager. Tottenham have appointed former Chelsea and Inter Milan boss Antonio Conte as their new manager until 2023. The Premier League club sacked Nuno Espirito Santo on Monday, just after 17 games with Spurs, 8th in the table. Tottenham say there is an option to extend. What option to extend? To extend what? Conte, age 52, going on 62. God damn. Goes on to say, I'm extremely happy to return to coaching and to do so at the Premier League club that has the ambition to be protagonist again. You guys remember our ex-coach said that, didn't he? Antonio Conte has now been appointed by them lot down the road. Tottenham. Did he not turn them down the first time? And all the while, we did the Cannon project on Monday. And I had CM, Captain Morgan, yeah, Richard II, I had Richard I, and I had Daniel Day-Lewis. And we said, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. What happened? It's happened. What's changed? What has changed at Spurs to entice Antonio Conte, a serial winner? That's going to come to an end now, isn't it? That is going to come to an end now. What has changed? I joked on Monday, it's probably the money. It probably was the money. But actually, he does say, I heard it on Sky Sports. He said, when he left Inter Milan, he felt like still emotionally connected to the club. And it wasn't the right time. What is happening? Espirito Santo, it wasn't a marriage made in heaven. Him and Spurs. Antonio Conte and them lot, it's not a marriage made in heaven. This has an expiry date to expire very, very soon. I know it's like, what's an 18-month contract? I tell you what, they say Rome wasn't built in a day. Spurs won't be built in a decade. Since 1961, never won any, the league. 1961, before I was even born. When the pictures you were watching TV on your laptop were black and white. That's right, I said it. Any Spurs supporters out there, come after me. Come after me. Oh my goodness. What has happened? It's the money. The pennies dropped. The pennies have dropped. Antonio Conte, man, you've got to come straight. You've got to come strong, man, because we're coming after you. God, my days. No doubt a lot of you are going to have your thoughts in the live chat. But I thought, wow, Antonio Conte, what happened, man? Did your wife not tell you not to go to the other North London club again? And where are you? At the other North London club. God, my goodness. Antonio Conte, man, what have you done? It won't last. It won't last. Talk about, car crash, slow motion. Car crash, fast motion. It's not a good match. Spurs and Antonio Conte ain't gonna happen, man. You got Kane who, you can, when you got a person just walking and like just in a daze. Oh my goodness, where am I? That's Harry Kane, man. Thinking, oh my goodness, where am I? I should have gone. I should have gone. Antonio Conte. What have you done, man? And listen, it's not sour grapes. If anyone's watching now, there's nothing to do with sour grapes. Oh, he should have come to Arsenal. No. But it's not a good match. It is not a good match. To go from Poch to Poch. I've got some Tottenham friends, and they were telling me, what, Poch, he hasn't done much. He's been there for how many years? Hasn't done much. He's not going to take us to the next level. I'm sure they're thinking we should have kept the Poch. Should have kept the Poch. Went from the Poch to the no one to this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, dearie me. What's happened? Anyway, shall we get back to some kind of normality? Yeah, get back to some normality. You know what? I'm going to remain saying this. We have not missed this player. We haven't missed him. We have not missed the Granite. Granite, just take your time, man. Take your time. Take your time. Anyway, let's continue in the news. So going from Arsenal linkage, this is very, very interesting. If it is true, Newcastle United, Unai Emery leading contender for vacant manager post. Newcastle hope to appoint ex-Arsenal boss Unai Emery as a manager before Saturday's game against Brighton. The 49-year-old currently in charge of Spanish side Villarreal has emerged as the leading candidate as United's new owners look to replace Steve Bruce. But there is still work to be done on a deal with the Spaniard whose contract with La Liga club runs to 2023. Antonio Conte 2023 and the Emery 2023. The word protagonist. Remember when I used to use that word protagonist? Newcastle have also held talks with former Bournemouth boss Eddie Howe and ex-Roma manager Paulo Fonseca. Emery will lead Villarreal against the Young Boys in the Champions League group fixture on Tuesday evening, tonight. In Monday's pre-match news conference, he said he did not know anything about the links. And to me, that sounds about right. It's just people putting two and two together and coming up with 7. That's all it is. That's all it is. Emery, an 18-month spell in charge of Arsenal before being sacked in November 2019. In 3 years at Sevilla, from 2013 to 16, he won 3 back-to-back Europa League titles and then joined Paris Saint-Germain, where he won League One and 2 French Cups. Saudi-backed, the consortium of PIF, they can throw the money. But for me, I said it on Twitter, actually, Unai Emery does not need to come back to the UK. Does not need to come back to the UK. All those members of how he was badly treated. Some of you might disagree with me. Some of you might agree. Disrespected by the media, the fan base. Yeah, and the players as well, down in tools. Doesn't need to come back. Life is so wonderful with him. Villarreal. My friends, if I get a chance to interview you, I'll say to you, you know what? Don't come to the Premier League. Stay where you are loved. Yeah? Don't come where people, you feel like you're tolerated. Stay where you are respected and loved. Villarreal. Wow, my goodness. I was just thinking, oh, Antonio Conte, man. God, let me get on a blow to my Tottenham mates. They might even not even answer the phone. They're probably in disbelief. Antonio Conte? Oh, dearie me. And this was going to be the headline news, actually. And when I heard the news today about Antonio Conte, I thought, oh, right, well, we need to change that then. We're going to change that. Anyway, who remembers Luis Suarez? Yeah, he admits that he wanted Arsenal transfer and explains why he was so keen on the move. Luis Suarez has admitted that he wanted to join Arsenal from Liverpool because they were a Champions League side. The Uruguayan talisman is among a long list of world-class strikers that have been at the club throughout their illustrious history. Suarez would enjoy himself to the Anfield faithful with 69 goals in 100. Actually, I thought it was a lot more than that in 110 appearances during his 3-year spell between 2011 and 2014. My, how time has flown. Before sealing his deal to move to Barcelona, but his time on the Merseyside could have been cut short, as he explains that he wanted to move to the Gunners in 2012 to play for a Champions League side. Brendan Rodgers arrived during that summer, who, alongside captain Steven Gerrard, convinced him to stay. Yeah, at Liverpool. He explained the UEFA official website, I think I'd been at Liverpool for a year and a half when Brendan took over in July 2012. But then I had an opportunity to sign for other clubs who were getting in contact with me. But he phoned me when I was in Uruguay on holiday to tell me that he had another way of thinking, that he wanted to change the club and his philosophy, that he wanted the club to get back to the Champions League and fight to win trophies, that he was going to make the team play a great football. He asked me to believe and trust him. I enjoyed that chat. I liked the conviction, the philosophy he wanted to implement at the club. So I talked to my agent at the club to say I didn't want to leave. I wanted another opportunity to be successful at Liverpool. That year wasn't as good as we wanted, but ideas were already pretty clear. So then the season 2013 to 12, sorry, 12 to 13 season goes by, and I wanted to sign for Arsenal. Since Arsenal, I had played in the Champions League every season prior to that. But I tell you what, man, the time does go very, very quickly. And he's just talking about, his fond memories of playing in Liverpool. On a different note, when Brendan Rodgers was sacked and he went to Celtic, was it Celtic? Wasn't it? Or was it Celtic? No, the club before that. I can't remember the club he went to after that. You got the impression that Brendan Rodgers wanted to come back to the Premier League because he still had unfinished business. And where is he now? Back in the Premier League, playing with, to me, it's a good match. Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City. Do you think he will ever get to manage, maybe a top 4 side? Possibly. Possibly. Not Tottenham. It wouldn't be Tottenham. God, my goodness. I just can't get over this site. I can't get over that, man. Antonio Conte is like they told you to smile. They told you to smile, Antonio. Antonio, we're paying you a lot of money. Smile. You're thinking, God damn me. What has happened, man? Anyway, so those have been the 3 parts of our whole. And I tell you what, we still haven't missed Granit Xhaka. We haven't missed him. Haven't missed him. Not one iota. Not one iota, people. I just thought I'd throw it in there. Well, so you know what? After that, just running a blaze of fire, I'm going to take a break, man. I need to get some juice. My throat is just dry, like the desert, whatever desert. Yeah. But anyway, guys, see you in a few moments. We're going to play this the video of the membership scheme. When I come back, we'll go into the live chat. So gear yourselves up, strap yourselves in. It's going to be a ride like no other. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing
for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Canon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, you know, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Canon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Canon 4 TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed at Canon 4 TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Canon 4 TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Canon 4 TV.
Just spare me a second, I just need to quickly do this, and then we are done and dusted. And pow! Right, so let's go into live chat for the first time this afternoon on this Tuesday afternoon show. I'm still rocking and rolling from that news there. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Noah, good afternoon, sister. You see, Alex, Conte did sign for Spurs, and you were right, actually. Like I said, on the Canon project, we were saying, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. And you know what happened? It happened. It happened. It happened. It happened. What's happening here? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Sorry, people, let's quickly reduce this. Hey, there we go. There we go. I think I'm better now. Conte will be bad at Spurs. I command it. You command it. I command it. Conte will sign awful players. Well, he's got awful players. Conte and Levy are not the most obvious match in the football world. My goodness. What's going on, man? What's up, Canon 4 TV? Let's shout. So let's congratulate Spurs. 15,000 days without a trophy. They've done it again. They've done it again. Yep, Gooners. Says I'm moderator for the afternoon, Ashley D. Let's get the popcorn out and sit back and enjoy Alex and his great rant. Ashley, man, I tell you what. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say, man. Anyway, Kemi says, like the content, thank you, my friend. Make sure you share it with your friends. Conte came at the right time. Are you a Spurs supporter? He's come at the right time. What do you mean he's come at the right time? Is he going to be the saviour? Conte should have joined Newcastle. Spurs has nothing to do with winning titles. And let's all shout out for the dynasty. 15,000 days without a trophy. Done it again. They've done it again. Wherever they go, they get battered wherever they go. Suarez will never come to Arsenal. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, not now. Not now. He's just talking about his time when he was at Liverpool. Like he said, the second season he wanted to come, but then somehow Brendan Rodgers managed to convince him to stay one more year, and then things didn't turn out, and he wanted to come to Arsenal. It's too late now. He's at Atletico Madrid. United had big chance to sign Conte. For me, that would have been a better pairing if he went to United, not Spurs. Not Spurs. God, my goodness. California TV, what do you think about Arsenal January transfer? And how should Arsenal go about with Lacazette contract running out? And he's a big part of what we are doing. Let me go back. All right. So what we did, good question, actually. Good question, by the way. We did a poll. If I can find the poll, where's the poll? The poll. So the poll was actually in regards to your question there about Lacazette. And the poll was, Lacazette, what should we do? Shall we offer him a 1-year contract? Should we sell him? Or should we offer him 2 years? So out of 828 votes, at 21%, 21% of the fan base or the subscribers believe that Arsenal should sell Lacazette. Yeah. And I tell you what, all the voting is very, very close. Very, very close. So 21% believes that Arsenal should sell Lacazette. 37% of you believe that Arsenal should offer him a further 2-year extension. And 41% of you believe that he should be offered only a 1-year extension. So they're still quite close. Still very, very close. So you can still go over there and vote. There's no time limit on that. What else is there? For me, this is not controversial. I think we need to offload Nicolas Pepe. I think we do. If we can get another winger to play on that side there, possibly, I don't know, a little bit more experience, maybe a little bit older in age, and someone who's experienced in playing in the Premier League. You know my thoughts about Pepe. It just hasn't worked. So I'm looking to offload your Bellerin's, your Torreiras, maybe your Guendouzi's, your Pepe's. I'm sorry. It just has not worked for me, man. Some of you might say maybe Holding or Chambers. I'll probably hold off on now the other aforementioned Chambers and Holding. But for now, these are the players that I'll be looking to sell in the January transfer window. Also needs Adrian Sevilla from Leipzig. I think I did a video on him, didn't I? And if I haven't, I probably need to do one. Did I not do one? Adrian Silva? I think I did. Or Djokovic. Love the Canon project, Alex. Yeah, it's a really good segment there. On the Monday nights. I was thinking, ideally, with like familiar faces or the constant faces, the Godfather and James. But James said, I'm away, so I won't be able to do it. I thought, okay, fair enough. And Eltel was actually on his travels coming back from Ireland, so he wasn't, available. So I thought, you know what, let's try and get some of the other lads, the likely lads. And we had a really good segment last night, man. The time went so quick, went very, very quick. No, anyway, thank you for that. Yes, I'll be watching Villarreal, to be honest. Lacazette should stay. When I see the still shots of him laughing and smiling, he doesn't look like a player on his way out. He looks like a player who wants to stay, but in football, you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. Usher should try to sign a Rebic from 8. I remember doing a video 2 years. 2 years ago. And where does he end up now? At AC Milan. I don't know. Rebic, I don't know. Silva wants to go to Arsenal, Marseille. Let's. Now, Noah, are you saying that, or is William Saliba saying that? Yeah, are you saying that? Are you really saying that? Let's see if I picked up on anything else that people have been saying about getting for TV. Oh, okay, we're gonna I won't read that. I won't read it. It's just a tweet that I put out in regards to Unai Emery. I do not want him to come to the Premier League. I think for him, life is really good at Real. It's not like I was just talking about Brendan Rodgers, where when he left, he was sacked at Liverpool. He went away. I can't remember the club that he managed, and then he managed Celtic, and then he's come back now to Leicester City. I always felt like he had unfinished business. I think for me, Unai Emery's business already finished in the Premier League. Just stay where he is. La Liga, he's doing very, very well out there. Stay there, my friend. Stay there. I'll be happy if Ten Hag goes to Arsenal. Again, in football, you just don't know what's going to happen. The last reports that I read personally, and then I was told this, is that he wants to go ideally to the Bundesliga. That's the last bit of news that I heard. But in football, you just don't know. Look at Antonio Conte. Look at Antonio Conte. He's gone the wrong place, man. Anyway, good luck to them. Good luck to them. The assembled is in the house. It's good afternoon, Alex. Lacazette might be smiling because he's happy to be leaving. Could be. Could be. The guys, I think they called it right last night. You know, Daniel Day-Lewis was saying that with Lacazette, he's intelligence. He's modified his game. You see the guy comes deep, defends, the link-up plays, and even now coming off the bench. Do you see him complain? Do you remember when he first came to Arsenal? And Arsene Wenger used to sub him like after 60, 65, maybe 70 minutes. The guy used to walk off in a huff. But he has matured. He's matured and he's modified his game to fit in and help the greater cause. Arsenal, the team. Alba can't do that. Alba cannot do that. Give Pepe to a Bundesliga team on loan, then comes back and will be on fire. You can only hope. You can only hope. I mean, how many more opportunities can you give Nicolas Pepe? How many more chances can you give? No, just giving him rope to hang himself, isn't it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Colin Young. Hey, hey. Imagine that Rotherham has gotten... Cole, did you not see the Canon project we did yesterday with the Lighty lads? See on War Games, I can see he's in the live chats. We all said, no, it's not going to happen. Won't happen. Ain't going to happen. No, won't happen. No, it's not going to happen. And what happened? It happens. I'm Stephen right now, and you know why. Yeah, because the longest time you've been saying to me, Antonio Conte needs a job. Did everyone know that? He doesn't need a job now, innit? But look, it won't be for long. Things are going to change. They will change. They will change. Mark my words. Conte will win Europa Conference League. I don't think so. I don't think so. He will need to be a broken man to sort the spuds out. See you in War Games. Listen, I've got to say, I'm calling you Richard II. Blind in the performance. Blinder. You actually played an absolute blinder last night on the Canon project, my friend. So, like I said, we'll get you back on the Easy Talk. I kind of got a feeling literally that synergy amongst the guys was really, really good. The hour and 10, 15 minutes went very, very quick. But good debut. Good debut, my friend. For Pepe should be offloaded. His attitude, his mindset, his effort doesn't work with Arsenal. Mikel is a good coach. Let's stick with him. So what would you do, Kevin? Would you sell him in the next available transfer window? Or would you loan him out? What would you do with him? Predictions for Liverpool versus Atletico will be a banger. I was supposed to go to my mate's house. He's a Liverpool supporter last week during our half-term break from the school, but just didn't get around it. I had other things I needed to do. Actually, I better call him when I finish this. You know what, Al? I'm very sorry, man. He didn't see me last week, but it will be a good game. It will be a good game. I mean, Mo Salah, he's just on a different planet, man. A different solar system. Conte would have more chances winning the Premier League with rather. Oh, God. CM, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Wish Arsenal played in the Champions League. We don't deserve to be there. We don't deserve to be in the Champions League. Conte to be a flop, it's possible. He didn't. Remember, he didn't leave Chelsea, did he? Didn't leave Chelsea. He was sacked by Chelsea. Whether you agree with it or not, that's always going to be his record, that he was sacked by Roman Abramovich. That's what happened there. I think Conte will be a flop. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Arteta sign a young CB called Rebic and then loaned Saliba out? I don't know. Did he? Did he? Let me just see. Bear me a second. Bear me a second. All right. It's funny. David Ornstein, formerly of the BBC, now the Athletic, has says that exclusive Newcastle manager search is down to the final two, Unai Emery and Eddie Howe. It will go to Eddie Howe. Unai Emery, I just cannot see him coming to Newcastle, man. I think Newcastle, if he was to go there, they would give him time. They would give him time. But I don't want him to leave La Liga, man. Life is so good over there. You want to be ambitious, but you don't want to be putting yourself through all that heartache again to be disrespected. No. I see lots of people wanted to talk on the Project Alex. The others looked frustrated when they did not talk because the others were talking. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you find on this channel, we give everyone their time to speak. It's very rare that we interrupt. I thought, Daniel Day-Lewis was very respectful of CM War Games. CM War Games were very, respectful of Richard I and vice versa and all the way around. Everyone, we're talking for an hour and 15 minutes. That's more than enough time. That's more than enough. I think there's possibly a little bit of an unfair comment there. I don't think the people are frustrated. I think everyone had their time to speak. It's just towards the end because they knew I wanted to wrap it up. Everyone was just trying to get all their comments in there, but I thought everyone was respectful, to be honest, Noah. Sell him, Canon Florida, Canon TV. Get us a Pepe cheap winger. Let's go for Anthony Ajax. Arsenal should be ambitious with their transfer windows. And what direction should Arsenal move? What I would say is we cannot sign any more players until we are sure we've got rid of players, we've sold players, reinvest the money that we've got. You can't be buying more players. The squad is big enough. The squad is big enough. I don't think we can afford to buy more players until we have sold more players. Rafa Silva, I think I might have done a video on him. Well, let's see at the end of the season. If we are fourth, then we deserve Champions League football next season. But let's see where we are, where the performance land at the end of the season. Yes, I've always said that. People always ask me about, what do I think about Tomiyasu? What do I think about Tavares? What do I think about Erling? I said, well, let's wait and see where we are at the end of the season. Let's see how these players have performed, and then I can give you an educational a summation of these players. I can't give you my. The thing is, I don't focus. And maybe I do need to do more of this. Focus on one or two particular players throughout the whole game, and then I can make my notes and say, well, actually, they played quite well. But I don't do that. I just look at the game, look at the team, how they're forming up, and how they play as a team. I don't look at the individuals. But I think it's a little bit unfair when people say to me, what do you think of Tavares? What do you think of Ben White? What do you think of Tomiyasu? Let them play. Let's see where we are at the end of the season. Let's see how they have performed at the end of the season. It's a long old season, 38 games. 38 games. So you've got to give them a time. No doubt when the players play well, we will say that they're played fairly well. When they mess up and make silly mistakes or maybe get sent off, we will say that. There are no givens here on Canon 4 TV. And I think we are very, very respectful towards the players. We don't use any vulgar language. We don't, massacre their character, make any words, use words against their families. It's all football related. All football related. Which team Arsenal going to play? I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Should Arsenal be ambitious and get signings in January? And where do you think Arsenal should address? Kemi, again, for me, it has to be selling players in the transfer window. We've got to get rid of some more players. Got to get rid of them. And yeah, just reinvest the money and maybe bump up the positions. For me, we're missing a CDM, a central defensive midfielder. A lot of you laugh, Elneny, but he scored more goals than Thomas Partey in less games. People haven't realised that, have you? So a central defensive midfielder, possibly a striker, if Lacazette does eventually go at the end of the season, in the summer. And where else that I think as well need to be bumped up? A winger. We need a winger as well. So those positions there. I look at Arsenal and I still think we're still a few players short. Did you see Richard and War Games? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I was on the show. Next 10 games. This is my prediction. Oh, I don't look at predictions, man. I don't go that far. Do you know where I go? I only look at the next game. I don't look at the next 3, the next 6. But anyway, it's your opinion. It's your opinion, War Games. But it's cool. It's okay. Hey, Alex says static. Oh, static. Heard the news. Antonio Conte, man. Gone to Denmark down the road, man. Hey, man. Hey, what do you think? Me personally, I'll pass. I'll pass on that. No, I'm not frustrated. I was suggesting, but most of that was down to my Mysteria Gravis and the hearing issues at the moment. Just brought some drops. Hopefully, get them syringes at the end of the week. Yeah, I don't think it was frustration. I think everyone had a fair crack of the whip. I've heard some things about some of my contributors going on other podcasts, and they have told me, oh, you know what? They don't give you a chance. They invite us onto their podcast, and they're talking till the cows come home. I'm thinking, why do you invite us on if you don't want to give us, a fair crack at the whip? But I think on Canon 4 TV, we give everyone an opportunity. There's not many times you hear, interruptions. And if there is, they've got me to deal with. I'm here to deal with them. Static, behave yourself. Alex, I'm depressed. Pass, man. Behave yourself. Come on. What are you talking about? It won't last. It won't last. He won't stay there for long. They won't allow it. 18 months? 18 months with the option to, an extension. So let me put CM's predictions there, and let me review the news of today from Canon 4 TV's perspective. And first up, I thought, oh my days. All the lads last night on the Canon project were saying, no, it's not going to happen. Won't happen. Not going to happen. What happens? It happens. So Conte, Tottenham appoint former Chelsea boss as new manager. Tottenham appointed former Chelsea Inter Milan boss Antonio Conte as a new manager until summer 2023. After sacking Nuno Espirito Santo on Monday, after just 17 games with Spurs 8th in the table, Tottenham say that there is an option to extend. I'm extremely happy to return to coaching and to do so at a Premier League club that has the ambition to be a protagonist. Does that word sound familiar to you? Protagonist? Yeah, anyway, Conte says that. I think, oh my goodness. Antonio Conte, what have you done, Geezer? What have you done? And then next off, we spoke about Unai Emery, ex-Arsenal coach. Apparently, Newcastle linked the final two. Unai Emery, leading contender for vacant manager spots. Newcastle hope to appoint ex-Arsenal boss Unai Emery as manager before Saturday's game against Brighton. The 49-year-old, currently in charge of a Spanish side, Villarreal, has emerged as the leading candidate. That's not true. That's the final two, as United's new owners look to replace Steve Bruce. But there's still work to be done on a deal with the Spaniard. His contract with a La Liga club runs to 2023. Newcastle have also held talks with former boss Eddie Howe and ex-Roma manager Paulo Fonseca. Unai Emery, stay where you are, man. Stay where you are. Don't come to the Premier League. Don't come to England. Life for me, it looks like you're enjoying yourself. Don't come over here. I'm not saying it in a cruel way. I'm just saying, with what happened to you when the media disrespected you, with this good morning evening. I was thinking the last time I saw evening is spelled with a V, not a B. Disrespectful. Really, really disrespectful. So my friend, no, just stay where you are, man. Stay where you are. And last but not least, we spoke about Luis Suarez, who said that he actually wanted to come to Arsenal. Yeah, Luis Suarez admits he wanted an Arsenal transfer and explained why he was so keen on a move. Yeah, just talking about the time that he spent at Liverpool, 2011 to 2014, with Brendan Rodgers there. Brendan Rodgers managed to convince him to stay an extra season, and he regretted it. He said that, Arsenal had experience of playing in the Champions League, but it fizzled out. Yeah. Anyway, you're never coming to Arsenal. No, not at that age. Where are you now? Atletico Madrid? Nah. Stay where you are, Geezer. Stay where you are. All right, let's go into the live chat just for the last time. Just for this last time, I think. Let's look. Static says, "Lads, I hope you're all right. 18 months. Yeah, man, 18 months. No. Yeah, I think for the first time it went well, and when you get used to it and get to know the others, you're talking with it becomes smoother. We will still be ahead of them at the end of the season. Are you sure about that, Doc? Where have you been, Geezer? Where have you been? Static Spuds and former Chelsea managers never seem to click. Not going to happen. That's not a marriage made in heaven, man. Like a marriage made in hell. There's two H's there. Heaven and hell, man. Oh, goodness. Emery's having second season a syndrome at Valencia. Valencia is not a Valencia. He's at Villarreal. God bless Canon TV. What do you think about the team spirit at the moment? And has Mikel Arteta's signs proven us wrong? They had proven us wrong for the time being. Up until this point, Tuesday, the 2nd of November, 2021, so far up until this point. Like I said, the season is a long old season. And we said this yesterday. There's going to be injuries, there's going to be suspensions. So up until this point, things are working okay. They're working okay. What was the other part you talking about? Yes. We spoke about this yesterday as well. About for me, the catalyst. Well, you got the CBs, you got the centre backs, White and Gabriel. But for me, it has been our goalkeeper. Aaron Ramsdale has galvanized the defence. When you're difficult to break down and to lose against, that is a starting point. Build on that. Imagine you score 5 goals, your defence is rubbish, and you leak in 6 goals. That's no use, is it? Score like all those goals, and yet you still can't defend. I'd far rather have it the other way around. Tough defence, difficult to break down. In times of need, like against Leicester City, the last, I'd say 10, 15 minutes, they were battering us. But we held firm. So it wasn't so much about the CBs. For me, it was more about the goalkeeper, Ramsdale, the catalyst, the togetherness you can see there. The assembled, that might be true. Good show, Alex. Thank you for that. Static. I agree with 6. I think we will finish ahead of Spurs and be in there and around 4-6. I'm saying nothing. My aim for the team this season would be between 70 and 76 points, and that based on previous seasons would be 4th. Okay, just going to double check again and see if there's been any movement in the polls, in the numbers of the votes. The poll we did in regards to Alexander Lacazette. Okay, there's been an increase of 20. Still very, very close. And the question was, Alexander Lacazette, what shall we do? Shall we sell him? Shall we give him a 1-year contract extension or a 2-year contract extension? They're all still fairly, fairly close. So in 21% of the subscribers believe that we should sell him. 37% of the subscribers believe that we should give him a 2-year contract extension. And 41% of the subscribers and followers on all platforms, you believe that Arsenal should offer him only a 1-year contract extension. Actually, excuse me, it was 42%. So get voting, people. Get voting. You can still vote. You can still vote. You know, actually, no, I won't talk about this. I'll maybe talk about this tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk about this. I was just seeing something in Twitter that I actually wanted to talk about, but I'll leave it until tomorrow. You're thinking, oh, what does he want to talk about? You have to wait. You're going to have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Right, DWTT says he's listening to the show. Have to go and vote then. Why can't you just type it in the live chat, Gary? Let me know your thoughts. Lacazette, do you want him to stay? Do you want him to go? Do you want him to go? Or do you want him to stay? If he stays, 1 or 2-year contract extension. Finish, Rothen. I want to see Saliba and Gabriel together. Our defense will be more stronger. Zen. Static. The first problem is Conte normally buys players in the 40 to 60 million bracket. They need at least 5 players. They've allegedly given him 100 in January. I can see an obvious problem. Can you? Won't last, man. Won't last. It's not going to last. A year with an option. A year would be best deal for Lacazette. I think so. I think just 1 year. Just 1 year extension, not 2 years. Not got to go crazy. Yes, Conte going to Tottenham still does not make any sense at all. Static, it's not going to last, man. All right, that marriage there, it's not going to last. It won't last. Lacazette stays if Auba goes. But what happens if he wants to go? Let me out! Let me out! My best mate has gone. My best friend, my only friend in the world who ever understood me. I'm sorry, guys. Lacazette stays if Auba goes. Auba ain't going nowhere, man. He's not going anywhere. Have you not seen how he just likes to profile? He's not going anywhere. He can do no wrong. He might just turn up for North London derby late, but apart from that, he can probably go 10 games not score a goal, and we'll still play him. We'll still play him after that. You got to laugh, man. You got to laugh. Static says so Lacazette if he still won't sign a 1-year contract extension. Well, we've still got time, innit? He's with us. He's our player until the summer. And you know how Arsenal don't do the business in time. Always leave it until the 11th hour. And that's like with players that we're having, much less transfer window business. Oh, we'll leave it until 20 seconds to the deadline. Then we're going there for a final bid. You remember Thomas Lamar? Was it £92 million a few years ago? £92 million. Where did that come from? And who was the manager? Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger. Oh, dear. Mr. Alex, don't call me Mr. Just call me Alex or Mr. Fodder. Alex, good evening, sir. How are you doing? A year contract for Lacazette will be okay, and I completely agree, Celestine. 1 year contract extension for me would suffice. But then what happened to Auba? We went out all guns blazing, innit? Practically begged him to stay. Oh, Auba, please stay. Please, Auba. They give you all the money in the world. You can even turn up late for a North London derby. We might give a little slap on the wrist, but yeah, you can get away with that. Please, Auba, just sign the contract. Sign it. God dear me. Alex, also do this every year. It won't surprise me if Lacazette leaves for nothing. Won't surprise me either. Won't surprise me. But then, Static, you said it, but it won't surprise me if Arsenal with Lacazette went to the final weeks and then signed the contract. I was going to say another word there. I thought, no, hold off. Whoa, Nelly. So, yeah, it won't surprise me if they sell him, and it wouldn't surprise me if the final weeks or the dying hours, they get him to sign the contract. That's the Arsenal way. And that's the truth, Ruth. I would like we give Laka a 1 year contract on loan Balogun for a year, then sell him after. You would sell Balogun. You wouldn't keep Balogun. Or are you talking about who are you talking about? Who I don't understand. I would like that we give Laka a 1 year contract on loan and loan Balogun for a year, then sell him after. You're talking about Lacazette, yeah? Also, after his 1 year contract extension has finished, then we sell, well, not sell him because he'll go on a loan, on a free. So I think that's what you're talking about, isn't it? Poor planning leads to next. But at this time, Auba was rich in vein of form, but illness and form has meant he has not fired. But he is getting back there this season. We gave him so many opportunities, didn't we? Couldn't score a goal in the pre-season. Looked like he's just walking around the pitch, just thinking about the cars that he has, maybe the next club he wants to go to. But we stuck with him, didn't we? We stuck with him. I'm talking about Laka, Alex, selling Laka. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, after 1 year, because Balogun would have gained some experience and is almost back. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Getting back. I know you're not his greatest fan, Colin. I know you're not his greatest fan, so we'll just leave it at that, shall we? Let's leave it at that. Oops, what am I doing? What was it, Twitter? I'm just refreshing the page here. Okay. Excuse me, bear with me 1 moment, please. Whilst I just refresh these pages here. Okay, so there's been 6 more voting. It's funny, 6 more votes, but the numbers remain the same. Sell him 21%, offer him 2 years, 37%, offer him 1 year, 42%. So the numbers have changed, but the stats have not. They've not changed. Oops. Yeah, but he has been great in the last few games. Looked interesting and tracking back and scored a few goals. He has. 17 likes. Hit the like button, says a Static, our second, actually our only moderator, because actually just kind of is falling off his ladder somewhere. Why are we being so very short-sighted? You examine how we got to this point. This guy has a run of luck with opposition missing key players. If I go all guns blazing and on the squad and the manager, Colin, people are going to say, "Oh, Alex, he's just moaning, he's ranting again." So I've done my ranting and raving over the last season and a half, but nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me. Oh, he's here. Oops. I'm here on the ground. He fell off the ladder. Anyway. Teams that were at their full competent have not just beaten us, but blasted us. Yeah. What is the mark of, how can I say this? What is the mark of a great team? A great team that will eventually win the Premier League. What makes that team win the Premier League? Of course, score as well as scoring goals. But is it the togetherness? Is it the tactics? Is it the manager? What is it? Is it turning up, and like you're on the verge of losing and you draw the game? What is it that makes that team reach the pinnacle of winning the Premier League? Am I just stating the obvious? I don't know. Am I stating the obvious? Yeah, Alex, it's about scoring goals. You got to score goals. Yeah, but Liverpool didn't go unbeaten, did they? They scored a lot of goals, but they didn't go unbeaten. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too simplistic about that. As how do you see the signs of Conte in Spurs? Is it going to be a problem for Arsenal in the future? Well, my friend, the future is for us to have. He only has 18 months to turn the club around, to offload players that he doesn't want, keep the players that he thinks he might need, and ship in some more. 18 months, is that enough time? I don't think so. With £100 million, I don't think so. I don't think so. For me, it's not a good fit. Spurs and Antonio Conte, for me, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just weird. It just doesn't seem right. But he went there again. He's taking the opportunity. He says that he wants to, to make them great again. Well, they haven't been great since 1961. That's all. It's a very long time, even before I was born. Yeah, when TVs were black and white. Yeah, we didn't even go on the moon yet. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, the Conte signing for Denmark down the road, to me, it just doesn't seem right. And again, it's not sour grapes. I think maybe my Tottenham mates might be watching me. I'm not going to be careful what I say. I want to say what I want to say. But for me, nah, Celestine, just the balance is not there. The balance of the force. It doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. It's going to take a lot more than 18 months. Needs to ship out the players as it wants. Keep the selected few, the chosen few, and bring in the players that he wants. But £100 million will not be enough. Not going to be enough. But Chelsea and City have better teams. 1 to 25, Brentford, we didn't have our first team players. What other teams are you talking about, Colin? Colin, come back. Come back, Colin. Don't run away, Colin. CM's asking you a question. The thing is, when I look at the Brentford game, CM, Brentford have a manager who did his homework, man. Did his homework. Now, whether when we play them in the return game, if we can turn the tables on them, I think that's not even a debate now. We can only talk about facts. They beat us. The opening game of the season, and I said, I think probably to Colin, I can see this was going to happen. Brentford are a good team. Remember, even in the previous pre-season, they beat us. They beat us. Their manager is astute. Did his homework. Ben White doesn't like the ball up in the air. Mr. Ivan Toney, whether you think he's overrated or not, got the job done. Got the job done. So, yeah, I mean, when I look at we look at Brentford, going off topic, they are like a traditional club made for a family. Whereas you've got a big monolithic entity like Arsenal. Business, company, cold, not there for the family. But I've just been a bit digressing there. But yeah, you look at that situation there, CM. The manager did the homework, did his homework. Don't make excuses because Arteta, oh, we have players out, you know, this, that. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. And in regards to the Brighton game, remember we've got the draw? Is that the sign of a club or a team going in the right direction that might reach top 4? On a cold, windy night when it's rainy, and you're thinking, oh, the balls are slipping, it's just can't control it, the players are scared. The high pressing game, well, oh, you know, oh my goodness, I'm not used to this. They mean business. Of course they mean business. It's football. You've got to prepare yourself. Plan A, plan B, plan C, right down to Z. But we got a draw. So is that the makings of a great team? Is that the makings of a great team? A team that's going in the right direction? I don't know. I don't know, man. Not for me. Not for me. We've got a long way to go. A long way to go. Watch out, people. Don Arsenal is in the house. Be careful what you say. Conte is going to mess up his CV. Not even Jesus can help those lot. Oh, goodness. I think we need to stop worrying on what neighbours are doing and concentrate on how we can better our team. Come on, you Gooners. I'll give you the comment of the afternoon so far. I have always said this. I do not like when I hear fans saying, if only Man United can beat that team for us and we can be on level points. If only Liverpool can beat Man City, we can get in the top 4. If only Spurs can beat that club there, that team there. We have only got to concentrate on what we are doing. Nothing else. What other clubs and what other teams think about Arsenal is none of our business. None of our business. Let's be blinkered and only concentrate on the things that we have to do. That's within our control. What the other teams do is not in our control. Don't look for favours from other teams. Put yourself in the right position today to be in a better position for tomorrow. Stop asking for favours. Oh, you know what? If only, you know, we're playing on Saturday. If only this, you know, Brighton, if they can beat, you know, Wolves, we can stay in that position there. We can be in top 6. I don't like that. I don't like that. Look, Arteta has flaws, but he isn't bad. He has beaten top 6 managers. Brentford did well against City. And Liverpool, does that make them poor? No, it doesn't make them poor. It doesn't make them poor. But I think in the totality, we can only go by the previous, because nobody knows the future, CM. Nobody knows the future, but we can only go by previous results. Last 2 seasons, where did we finish? 8th. 8th. And I'm going to stick to my prediction. I'm looking at 8/9th. Ben White is getting better in the air now, though. I wonder how he's going to do when he plays against Ivan Toney. How is he going to do? How is he going to fare? I'm sure the manager there, I can't remember his name. The manager there has got a plan. Has got a plan B for Ben White, man. Brentford does not get the credit they deserve. You are right, Noah. They don't get the credit they deserve. Right, guys. We're going to go through the last few comments here. No, but you are. I know. I know you're still that way. But I know you are. Ivan Toney is overrated. How many goals has he got? He's overrated. You got to remember, it's not football. Is not a game of one. It's a team game. And how many flicks on do you see the Mr. IT, Mr. Ivan Toney do there? It's not about the one player. Not about the one player. Yes, Brentford was poor. Performance was Klopp poor for drawing against Brentford, a game they could have ended up losing. Powerhouse, Alex, we are on the top 10. Okay, top 4. Okay, all right. Leicester was his tactical change was lucky with Ramsdale assist from costing us the game. Says Colin. But Alex, they are our rivals. I always pray they get relegated. Well, of course. You can only think that way, can't you? Let's be honest. He's learning on the job, and we make mistakes. But one day he will be a top manager. Yeah, I said this the other day. I think he will be a top manager, but I don't think it'll be at Arsenal. It won't be Arsenal. And you also stated the obvious that he's inexperienced, coming to still a top club in the country. Let's give him time. I predicted 8th again, but Arsenal could finish 10th or lower. Could be, but I'm going to go for 9th. I'll go for 9th. Win, lose or draw, Arteta has had 2 years now. He has to go. And you know what? I don't want to even go there with the comparison between himself and Unai Emery, who didn't get much time, didn't get much love from the fan base and the media. There wasn't much love there, was there? But what's that? 1920 fits its game, so improvement, but not on position. Success at club starts with the manager. I believe Mikel is the right man for this job. We have decent players now. Credit to Mikel. We're playing football now. Celestine says, Alex, if this Arsenal first 11 are injury free, I believe we can make top 4 this season. Whoops. This 8-game run of luck is the only luck I've seen bigger than the lucky breaks for his FA Cup. That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. 12th, and then people may remember his tenure a bit more accurately. Correct, Alex. Where was the same time and energy for Emery? It's ridiculous. All right, Alex, I must go. Take care. Thank you for that. I'm Static. See you on the next show. 20 goodness watching. Remember to subscribe and smash those like buttons to help Cannon Fodder grow. The more likes, the better. The Alex rants. I never rant. I never rant. What are you talking about? I never rant. Don't even know how to spell the word. Rant. Oh dear, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, let me just kind of quickly check in on the poll again. The poll. Again, the numbers have changed, but the stats stay the same. The percentage, 42%. Yeah, offer Lacazette a 1-year contract extension. 21% sell him. 37% offer him still a 2-year contract. So yeah, the numbers have changed in there. A few more before we finish this one here. Kenny says, what would you take as success for Arsenal this season if we finish higher than the position we finished last year? Anything higher than the 8th position for me, that is success. And if, like you say, was it you and somebody else saying about, the injury-free season? Tierney has competition. I never thought I'd be saying that. And he also has an opportunity just to rest and relax. But yeah, finishing anywhere higher than 8th for me is progress. It's progress. Real is real. That's where I reside. Real is real. Colin, only luck is Brighton and Palace games. Mr. Alex, good night. I have to go. Celestine, thank you for your time, my friend, on Cannon Fodder TV on this Tuesday. Now, I'd say it's still evening, early evening show over here, this channel here. We're going to go just for a few more minutes before we wrap up this one. It's been a good one, actually. A really, really good one. Again, guys, like my moderators are saying, and some other people, subscribe. Go to subscribe. Be part of the community over here. All right. So today's Tuesday. We've got a surprise for you, actually, on Friday. It's a biggie. It's the biggest, probably one of the biggest surprises we have had. And we've been going for 3.5, almost 4 years. But the Friday show, there's going to be a whopper of a surprise. Where is it going to be? You've got to tune in. You've got to tune in. If you don't tune in, you're going to miss out. All right? I can't reveal what it's going to be. You have to wait and see when we start the Easy Talk, 7:30 p.m. UK time. Listen, I'm not joking. I'm absolutely serious. We've got a humongous surprise for you coming Easy Talk on Friday. Give us tomorrow program and make sure also make sure you make a phone call to Unai. Tell him. Here we go. Boy, well, listen, if I did have a number, you would most likely, I wouldn't tell you guys. I'll probably do the interview. Then I'll say, you know what, we've got, you know, this interview, and you guys will say, oh, you had Unai. We had Unai Emery, and we did the interview in Spanish. I can't do it in Spanish because the majority of the subscribers, yeah, they have English as a first or second language. So, but yeah, if I had his number, man, they'd say, Unai, please, can you give me an interview? Can you come on the channel? But yeah, I don't want him to come to the Premier League. Please stay where he is. I think it's finished now. I think we're finished. We have finished on this Tuesday afternoon show. The Tuesday afternoon show, man. Antonio Conte, what have you done, man? What have you done? God, Terry, me. That's a marriage made in not in the right place. Not in the right place. God, goodness. Yeah, thanks for that, Gary. Thank you for that, indeed. And Don Arsenal. Yeah. I see your comment there. I see your comment there. We call you a flip flopper. You know, you flip flop. You know, when your feet when you're going to the beach or going to the bath. What happens? It goes when you bend it. It goes that, and then it goes that flip flop. Flip floppers are people who change their minds. You don't know whether they're coming or going. You don't know whether you can trust them to, to stick to their guns. Guns? Pardon the pun. But yeah. Hey! Nice one, Gary. Yeah, that's it, man. Arsenal in, man. Arsenal in. None of this Arteta in, Arteta out. Don't Arsenal, you flip-flopper. You're a flip-flopper or you're a flop flipper. Make up your mind and stick with it. Anyways, and anywho's, people. I am out. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will be back. Yes, tomorrow afternoon, giving some more live news on Cannon Fodder's TVs. Cannon Fodder's TVs. Yeah, it's this channel over here. But you've got to help us to grow. Like a little seedling. Got to give it time to grow. You've got to give us some water and some light. The light. Then there was light. Anyway, guys, enjoy the remains of your day, whether it's, I don't know, it could be like a Tuesday morning, if you're on that side of the world, where Gary is, DWTT. It could be your Tuesday, I don't know, evening, if we're like in Europe. Or maybe, I don't know, it could be you're on the other side. It's like maybe your Wednesday morning. I don't know. But whatever it is, you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Antonio Conte.